The words you use have so much power for you and for the people around you. And if we're talking about work, where you want to grow and you want to advance in your career, the words you use can make or break that. There are some words that just shut you down, or phrases that just shut you down. And they shut other people down too when you're using them not just in your own head, but you're using them in conversation. You're using them in meetings. And then there's other phrases that people have no idea that if you made this small switch to these other words, these other phrases, it lights the whole thing up. It unleashes people's creativity. Everyone feels better. Everyone feels happier. Everyone feels like, yay, instead of we're going to have a really hard time here, they feel like, okay, we can do this. We can rise to the occasion. This is a challenge that we're going to meet and overcome and succeed. But the issue is that we don't tend to know those phrases and those words. So let's look at three big ones that we use all the time that we don't even know the power that we're taking away from ourselves and other people, and the power that we could give and create if we just make three little changes. First, when was the last time you said, yeah, I have to do this. I have to do my laundry. I have to take out the trash. I have to finish this project. I have to do this work for my colleague who's out on vacation and there's no one else to do it. When was the last time you used the term have to? Because when you use the term have to, you shut it down. You shut down your happiness. You shut down your energy. And now you are just dragging. And if you say this to your team or to other people at work, hey, we have to do this, you just shut down everyone else's energy and everyone else's happiness. So the thing has to get done. You got to take out the garbage. You got to get the project done. But rather than say have to, you will light up a whole different part of people's brains if you say we get to. I get to, it's really great that I have a house and that I can take out the garbage because let's keep the house clean and smelling good. And so, hey, I get to do this thing. I get to take care of the house. I get to take care of, you got to do the laundry. I get to take care of these beautiful clothes I have. Lucky me. And hey, we get to follow up with the customer rather than, oh, we got to do the follow up. Or we got to, if you're in sales, you're thinking, oh, I got to log my activity in the CRM. And rather than I have to, it's, hey, I get to keep track of my deals so that I can make better decisions and we in the company can make better choices about what our financials are looking like, and then where we're going to put our efforts and where we're going to put our resources. So I get to keep track of all these great deals that I'm bringing in. The trick with get to instead of have to is to not be sarcastic about it, is to really take it into your heart and say, you know what? These are classy problems. Having to take out the trash or having to log your activity in the system at work, these are classy problems to have. Is that this is a great thing that I've got business happening, that I've got work coming in. This is a great thing that I've got a home to take care of. And you use get to rather than have to, and it changes the whole experience for yourself and for others. Secondly, let's say you're in a meeting. You're sitting around a conference table talking with a group of people, talking with your team about a topic that needs to be decided on, that people need to talk it through, discuss the data, the pros and cons, but a decision ultimately has to be made. How you talk about that decision has everything to do with how people feel about it and the productivity of their thinking. And what I mean is this, if you talk about that decision as an object, we need a decision here, people. You say we need a decision. You actually shut down people's thinking because it feels so scary. It feels so fixed. We need a decision. There is a decision. Like there's a right decision out there and we have to find it. It feels intimidating. Whereas if you change it from an object to an action and you say, we need to make a decision here, now the power is yours. We are the ones who are going to make that decision. There is no right decision out there that we have to hopefully find, and if we don't, then we're all in big trouble. It's no, we have the right people in the room, and now we're going to make a decision. Thinking about your language in terms of using action words rather than object words it goes to a different place in the brain and it's much more empowering. It takes the pressure off and it helps people to feel better and be more productive. So you want to use that kind of terminology in your meetings with other people and also in your meetings with yourself in your own head, so you can take the pressure off and just think better. Third, if you have something hard to do, or if your team at work has something hard to do and it has to be done, and you're the one to do it, or you're the team to do it, then the word that you want to take out is the word can't. If it's really hard, it's so easy to say, oh, we just can't do this. It's just, this is way too hard. Using that word can't is a shutdown word, and it makes you feel like indeed you can't. But in the heat of frustration, in the heat of challenge, oftentimes we use that kind of terminology. But what you want to do so that you don't shut yourself down, you don't suck all the energy out of you and out of the room of people, you want to use something that's realistic. You're certainly not going to say it's easy, because it's not easy. And so your brain is going to go, it is not easy. If you use that word, your brain will argue. Instead, you want to say, well, it may be hard to do XYZ, or maybe it will be hard to do XYZ. So it's going to be hard to get this done in this time frame. It's going to be hard to change that customer's mind. It may be hard to do this, but we're saying it's not impossible. We're not saying that we can't do it. We're not saying that that thing is out of our reach, because the moment you say that kind of thing, you send your brain a message that it really is out of your reach. And now you're going to have less creativity for how you're going to do it. Don't shoot yourself in the foot before you even start, or your team before you even tackle something together, by using language that will truly shut down people's thinking, sap your energy, sap your ingenuity and your creativity about how we could maybe make it better, by using words like it's impossible or we can't. And instead, yeah, okay, it may be hard to do this, but we're going to find a way. So if you want to unleash your energy, if you want to unleash your creativity and your ingenuity, you want to be thoughtful around your language, using terms like get to instead of have to, using action words as opposed to object language. And those action words will make you feel like you can do it. And then thinking about, I'm not going to say it's impossible. I'm not going to say I can't. I'm going to say it might be hard to, but therefore my brain now has more openness to coming up with a creative way to get it done.